The cruising traveling family is back, and we're going to be setting sail on Allure Seas, which just had a $100 million renovation. So let's go through it and see what the differences are. Luggage drop off right where the Ubers and taxis are. I had no idea if you tip the porters here, because I know tipping is not a thing in Europe. I don't see anyone tipping. Also be aware if you're coming to do Uber or taxis, the taxis are government regulated, but depends on what area you're in. So it was going to cost us over $100 in a taxi for a family of 5. We ended up getting an Uber and it cost us just a little bit over 100. So it's very expensive just to get to the port, which is only a 20-minute drive. Terminal A. Check-in was ridiculously fast. I think the fastest we've ever done. There's like no line, and then they give you water, and then you're headed to the shop. It's funny that they have shopping and duty-free before you get on board. They do have the iconic pictures. No, I don't want pictures. And then we're going up the elevator. There she is, new and shiny. Not sure if they changed the promenade or not. Hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer. Oh my god, they're doing the balloon drop! I'm not sure if they're going to have ducks on the ship just because we're on a European cruise, but the kids are looking. If you didn't know about cruise ducks, we usually hide cruise ducks, rubber ducks around the ship, and then the kids go and find them, and it's like lucky if you do find it. And then it's very popular in America, so I'm unsure if it's going to be like that here. We're at Park Cafe because as you can see, there is no lines and no craziness. The buffet is absolute crazy and I do not recommend going. Look at the sauces they have here. I've never seen these and I've been on so many Royal Caribbean ships. I'm guessing because we're on a European cruise. The spread. The sandwiches are hit or miss. It's too chewy for the steak. The Italian sandwich is great. Cookies, desserts, and of course ask for extra chips for the kids to bring back to the room. Here's where the front door area, I am by the porthole for better lighting, but this is a sofa that turns into about a full to queen size bed. It is pretty big. I do like having the transition of a sofa into bed because we do have more walking room for when we need to get ready throughout the day and we can easily push it back. The stewardess does come in and he does that for us, which is great. And then if you look on top, this is what makes this room so much more budget friendly. It's not a suite, but can fit a lot of people. This actually comes down into a bunk. So I do have a little one who's going to be up there, but I've seen a full adult sleep up there. So we have 2 down here, 1 up there, and then mom and dad are going to be right here. This is definitely a typical cruise room, just with a added bunk bed, which are usually very difficult to get, but my travel agency came through and got this at such a lower rate, and they were able to get 5 of us in here, which is, again, very hard to do. I cruise a lot, and that is hard to do. Now, if you've been on Allure Seas, you're probably like, this room looks and doesn't look any different for a $100 million renovation. The renovation mostly went to the outside. So it's going towards the pools, the restaurants, the main fun areas that you want to. I've been on this ship, I think like 10 times. And my biggest concern was that the pools were not great, the kids area wasn't great, and they fully renovated it. So this might not be my favorite ship just because of the budget aspect of where you can get a giant ship for a lower price. So she's a contender for being my favorite ship. First time seeing the new pool area, the lime and coconut. Looks so good. Look at the new slides. Oh, wow. So well done. It's giving me Wonder vibes majorly. I'm loving the bright colors of the new seats. So much more room and area for people to go on the pool area. And there's another pool on this side. The splash pad was majorly upgraded. Oh my God. Of course, we got ice cream. I don't show kids on my channel, so I'll have to come back when it's empty, but the new splash pad is absolutely amazing. This was one of my biggest critiques on this ship, was that there was not enough areas for pooling and for the kids to play in the splash ground, and it wasn't safe. They made a barrier. It looks amazing. There's multiple different new pool slides. I think there's 9 in total. My kids are so excited, so I'm going to go to the pool. I will be back soon. First, ice cream a mini. Here's part of it. Here's like the little babyish area, and then it goes all the way down there. More views. That orange slide is absolutely massive. Back side of the water slides. All the way down. It's our favorite area, the greenery, level 8. Now we're at the boardwalk. I'm not sure if they got any new carousel things. However, they did add playmakers, which I absolutely love. They have amazing wings here. And of course, they have a little ice cream stand. The boardwalk is one of our favorite places to do. They have a candy shop, a regular store, another cutesy store. The biggest change though is the giant purple slide. These are dry slides that are iconic on Oasis of the Seas, Utopia, Wonder. It's dual slides. They go from very high up. I think that's level 16, don't quote me. Playmakers was added. I think there was a Mexican restaurant that was here. And then they have Johnny Rockets. Johnny Rockets is extra, however, it's the cheapest specialty dining here. However, when you see Johnny Rockets on ship, that means they have free in the morning, usually. I'm like 99% positive. So you gotta come here early, but Johnny Rockets in the morning is free, so make sure you take advantage. A lot of people don't know about it. Now, I didn't even know this existed until about the second or third time I went on Allure of the Seas. It looks like they gave it a nice little refresh, revamp. Oh, they definitely did. This is a completely free Mexican restaurant, cantina. I think it closes around 5, 6 o'clock, so it's best to come during lunchtime, and it's right by the pool. It's all kind of like a buffet style, but it's actually really good to make loaded nachos. Look how beautiful the sunset in the water is. This is newly added. This is the Peacock Parrot Bar. This is a lot of fun for the kids. They love to see the talking bird, and they have really good tiki drinks. They used to have the Bionic Bar, which was so overrated and you had to pay extra for, but the drinks here are included when you have a drink pass, so we love this place. Here's a talking parrot. The kids think it's so funny. He actually does talk once in a while, too.
Ships I could have landed on. I'm glad it was this one. They have a super loose loitering policy.
So funny. The vibes here are really cute too. It's definitely like a good hangout spot and bar to be at. And of course we have the iconic pizza, which I will be getting right now at 9 o'clock at night. This is second dinner. And this is what it looks like once everything is unfolded. The stateroom attendant does everything for you in the morning and the night. So the 2 kids are gonna be down here, which definitely could fit 2 adults. And then we have our youngest is gonna be on top. So this is how all 5 of us are gonna fit in one room. No big deal. We weren't sure if they're gonna be hiding ducks on the cruise just because it's an international cruise and if it's not a thing here, but we found our first real rubber duck and we also found a mini little sparkly one. So now we gotta keep our eye out. We are on our way to the balloon drop. What a lot of ships don't do, we've only been a very few that can do it, so we're really excited to do this on Allure. We've been on Allure like 10 times, never seen a balloon drop here. Never even an option. Look at the rainbow balloons. There's like no one here. I hate that they do it at midnight though. It's so late. It's midnight when they drop it, but there's no one here.
I will have the vacation of a lifetime.
I will have vacation of a lifetime.